Lansing Mayor Virg Bernero, the front runner now by 8 points, as we understand, in the Democratic primary for governor. 4 days left. August 3rd is the primary. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Well, thanks. It's a little premature. We're taking nothing for granted. We've got a lot of hard work to do. But as you know, the poll that matters is the one that's taken on August 3rd. And I'm just hopeful that voters come out and we can push the agenda for working people forward.
Well, it's got to give a lift, though, to the campaign workers, the potential donors, and I'm thinking even yourself at this stage.
Well, no question. It confirms what I feel in my gut, which is that our message has taken off, that it is resonating. I always felt that if we got our message out, that we would win. And, you know, the message is we've done the job here in Lansing. Other people talk about, you know, balancing budgets and diversifying the economy. We've done those things in the city of Lansing. They talk about it. We've done it. You know, I've said I'll put my 4 years as mayor up against Andy Dillon's 4 years as Speaker of the Mess, and I think we win if that record is out there. So we've been out working. You know, we've been in churches. We've been in community at Block Club meetings, you name it. We have a great, very aggressive ground game. Our opponent relied more on the air game on TV. We've got some of that, but we've been outspent 2-1. But we've got people power. We've got more boots on the ground. So we've been working hard, putting forward a people's agenda. I think people are responding to that, and we're just going to put the pedal to the metal, keep that going strong right up until the polls close at 8 p.m. on Tuesday.
You had heels on the ground yesterday. 55 women went to stops all across the state for Virg Bernero. Women for Virg is what it was called. They were business leaders, community leaders, nurses, teachers, and the like. That was an impressive show of force, to be sure. And everybody knows that the women are the decision makers in the household, right?
Well, it's certainly the case here. Nobody happy, nobody's happy. And so that was wonderful, and it was spearheaded by my wife and my two daughters, Callie and Virginia. And they did a great job. I was able to join them at 2 stops, and no question, it was an impressive group, and then others joined them at each of the stops. That was a great tour, and again, a great way to reach people directly. That's what the campaign has been about. And frankly, Michael Patrick, you know, that's my favorite part is reaching out and being with real people, not just being in a studio somewhere cutting an ad or flying overhead. You like to be in there with the people. That's why I got involved in politics in the first place. We're trying to make change, and how you're going to make change that benefits people if you're not on the ground floor, knowing what's going on. And that I think really is what strengthens our candidacy. As a mayor, I'm on the ground, I'm on the front lines. Sometimes when you're up there in the Capitol, kind of removed, the people are up in the gallery. You got the lobbyists right out there. It's too many of them become beholden to special interests. And I think that says a lot about my campaign versus Andy Dillon's campaign. I'm on the ground. I'm with the people. And his is more of a corporate boardroom type. If you want stay the course, business as usual, Andy Dillon's your guy. If you want to shake things up, you want something from the ground floor up that will reflect what's going to help the people and what's going to help Main Street, that's Virg Bernero.
Well, you've got legislative experience, you've got executive experience, and near as we can tell, you've got an awful lot of unions behind you, too.
I'm proud to have the working people, and, you know, I've been endorsed by the UAW and a lot of other unions, but I've also been endorsed by the Lansing Regional Chamber of Commerce, and you know of my job-creating record here in Lansing. I've been able to bring labor and business together. I think that's important. I'm proud to have the support of working people. You know, my dad was a retired UAW, is a retired UAW guy. But you know, I'm a pro-business mayor. I'm a pro-business candidate. You can't really be pro-labor without being pro-business, because it's not government that creates jobs, it's business. And we've laid out the red tape instead of, the red carpet. We've laid out the red carpet instead of the red tape in Lansing for business growth, and that's how we've gotten things done. We've actually shrunk the size of government here by 20%. We're still getting the job done. We're still answering the 911 calls, filling the potholes, getting the job of government done. I've got more police on the streets today than when I took office. Not all the unions at City Hall are happy with me, as you know.
Yeah.
In fact, a couple of them have endorsed my opponent, Andy Dillon. He wants to make it out like I'm a tool of the unions. That's never been the case. I'm proud to have union support. I work with all the unions, but we don't always agree. And again, we're going to do what it takes to grow business and to grow jobs in Michigan. That's our record in Lansing. And what we've done in Lansing, we can do for the state of Michigan.
Well, you are also solidly pro-choice. How will you spend the last few days of your campaign here? You get right down to the wire. I know that you don't sleep when you were mayor, just mayor and not even running. you're a ball of energy all the time. How will you spend the last few days?
Well, with similar efforts like, the bus tour, we're reaching out. We're going to be in the community. I'm doing door-to-door in Detroit today, and that's going to be fun, get back to some door-to-door. I always enjoyed that. We're really just trying to reach out in every way possible. It's a lot of what they call field, Michael Patrick, a lot of field. Eastern Market, we'll work that for a few hours. It's going to where the people are. At the same time, we've got aggressive phone banks. I'm going to join the phone bankers for a while, where we're reaching out, making calls directly, too. Now we're entering the phase of what they call GOTV, get out the vote. And it's a matter of reaching out, making sure that those who have committed to us actually go out and vote. But we're still doing persuasion, too, because there's still some undecideds out there. We'll be doing persuasion right up to the last minute, telling people about our job-creating record, telling people about the Michigan Main Street agenda, which is for Main Street, not Wall Street. And these are not just Democrat-Republican ideas, but I think, ideas that are for Michiganders and having us come together as Americans to fight for fair trade instead of free trade. The Free Press reports today, well, a governor can't do anything for trade, so Bernero must just be talking, and that's just bull.
Lansing Mayor Virg Bernero, front runner now in the race for governor on the Democratic side.